One of my favorite pieces of tech in my house doesn't look like tech at all. In fact, this TV is the perfect example of something that looks like home decor, but works like technology. So for years, I've thought, if my TV can do this, why can't a smart home hub? This is a project I've dreamt about for a long time, and over the last few weeks, I finally brought it to life. I love the idea of a smart home hub, but none of them really hit the mark for me. They don't look great on the wall, the controls aren't set up the way I want, and worst of all, this one has a camera on it, which just isn't for me. So after using a standard smart home hub for a while, I decided to take matters into my own hands. This was my vision. If I could get a tablet that uses e-ink and frame it, I could make it look like a real piece of art. E-ink is the same technology e-readers like Kindle use, and while it's not great for anything that requires a fast refresh rate, it's generally lightweight, less prone to overheating than a traditional display, and has a flat, paper-like finish, which happens to be exactly what I needed for this project. And importantly, I was looking for something touchscreen, so I could actually use it to control things rather than just seeing information. With that vision in mind, I started my search for the right tablet. At first, my Kindle actually felt like the perfect solution. Yeah, maybe not. After way too much time on Reddit and a brief rabbit hole into e-ink blogs, I landed on the Boox Go 10.3. It's a 10-inch e-ink touchscreen tablet and runs Android, making it easy to download apps. It checked all my boxes, except it's $400. But I wasn't going to let that stop me. After some more searching and patience, I found one on Facebook Marketplace for a lot less and went to go get it. All right, we've secured our tablet. Now for the moment of truth. It fits. I think this might be the one. With my materials together, it was time to figure out how to make this a reality. My plan was to frame the tablet and keep it charged with a thin USB-C cable going into the outlet that was already behind the existing hub. I plan to use command strips to hang it for clean removal when I move out. It needed some sort of thin bracket to sit on to keep the tablet in place inside the frame. The bracket was the part I couldn't quite figure out. I thought about using wood, but I don't have any woodworking tools. So I decided to try 3D printing one, which I had never done before. But armed with confidence and my ruler, I started taking measurements to get started on the design. I spent a potentially embarrassing number of hours on this, but I learned a ton along the way. Designing a bracket that would hold the tablet, fit inside the frame, and leave room for the cable. Along the way, I kept finding problems with my design and fixing them, only to find new ones. Eventually, I got to a point where I just needed to stop designing and actually print the thing. So I packed up my files, got on my bike, rode across town to the makerspace, and found a locked door. No notice, just closed. But as I sat outside waiting, I ended up chatting with someone who was in the same boat. And the conversation that we had actually changed the course of this entire project. From our conversation, I realized the tablet was so light, I could just try sticking it directly to the back of the frame with some command strips. It would be easily removable if needed, and if heat became an issue, I could always drill ventilation holes in the frame backing. And spoiler, after running for several weeks, the tablet hasn't even gotten warm. So I guess my 3D printing dreams will have to wait for another day. But at least I learned something. After my foiled 3D printing plan, I needed a win. So I headed to my local frame shop for an easier part of the project, getting a mat cut to the size of my tablet display. This part took 20 minutes and didn't cost much, but it's a critical piece of the project because the mat covers the bezels and makes it look like a piece of art on the wall rather than just a tablet hanging there. Before I put everything together, I needed to build the actual dashboard. I built it in Home Assistant, and the goal was to keep it simple. I added the time and the weather, some tiles to easily start music around the house, and a few buttons to toggle my lamps and shades. I wanted the frame to show album art if music was playing, so I added a playback section that only appears when the music is on. And for the art, I saved a piece I liked from the public domain and set my dashboard to show it with a swipe. With the dashboard ready, there was nothing left to do but try that command strip idea and hope it all came together. All right, it worked. She's hung. I'm so happy. Here is our frame. It looks like art. When you swipe over, you have the dashboard with everything you need in terms of the controls we set up. If you tap here, we can start some music. And when the music starts, we'll see the album art show up on the dashboard itself. You can control things here, or you can just swipe back and see your art again. Looking back, there are a couple things I'd do differently if I did this again. For one, I would add a grid onto the tablet screen itself as I'm positioning it in the frame, so that way I could line it up straight the first time. I didn't do this initially, and my tablet ended up being crooked inside the frame. Not the end of the world, but kind of annoying to go back and reposition it. Second, I ended up allowing for a bit too much overlap between the mat and the display, so I can't reach the edges of it. At some point, I'll go back to the frame store and get the mat cut again to fix this. But even with that, this is exactly what I wanted, tech that feels like art. The dashboard that I built is specific to my apartment, but you could extend this concept to basically anything, maybe recipes and timers for a kitchen dashboard. If you're a Home Assistant user and are interested in a deep dive on how I coded the dashboard, let me know in the comments below. And if this inspired you to do a project of your own, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.